I was mostly planning my binges. I know that some people get caught up in a binge, like it just starts very innocently with some foods. Not me. I was mostly planning. So from the morning I wake up, I was thinking about what I will eat in the evening when I come home from work or school or whatever. So I was constantly thinking what I will buy, where I will buy it, how I will eat it. Like I was anticipating my binge, okay? And so these late night binges, it's something that I'm very, very familiar with. And I have three things I would say that I have changed to prevent from binge eating in the evening. Number one, something that used to petrify me because I was so afraid of binging in front of my colleagues or binging, like in front of whoever I was sitting with in school. I allowed myself to have sweets that normally I would binge in the evening during the day. After lunch, have some chocolate, or I have something, 4 p.m. slump or whatever. And yes, it was petrifying because I thought oh my God, what if this turns into 100 grams of chocolate? But still, it was worth the effort. And it wasn't always easy, but allowing myself to have sweets that normally I was saving for the evening, to have them at random times was key. Number two, and this is something which, I'm not sharing too much of my life, but I had no joy and no pleasure other than food. At that particular moment where I'm telling this story, food was my ultimate source of joy and pleasure in life. Cooking shows, baking shows, buying cookbooks, cooking, baking, eating. Just all my thoughts were only around food as the only source of distraction, pleasure. And my therapist told me that that's kind of sad. And it wasn't a criticism. It was let's see what else interests you. And it's not meant to serve as a distraction. It's meant to serve there are more things that you like to do. You're just stuck on this one because it serves a purpose to numb your feelings, to distract yourself from your life. So it could have been something simple as, having a walk or going to the movies, but I had to dig in a little bit deeper because I wasn't even aware that all my brain energy went into food. And the third thing was I was obsessed with stopping, my food at 7, 8 p.m. And if I would go to bed at 1, I was still kind of hungry, or I wanted to have a snack, but I was not allowing myself to have a snack. And that idea that it's forbidden made me binge a lot before 7 p.m. I wanted to feel uncomfortably full because then I'm not allowed to eat. When I switched and I said you know what, if I really want to have a snack at 10 p.m., I can have it. I automatically started eating less, meaning I wasn't so keen on stuffing myself with food as a preparation to endure until breakfast the next day, especially if I was fasting and I was skipping breakfast. Then I was thinking, oh my God, it's 18 hours without food. I have to eat a lot. The moment I allowed myself to have a snack, I automatically started eating less for dinner and being less kind of obsessed about eating everything in sight.